let's take a look at the featured stock pick here. GEVO, another rounded bottom breakout. We've got a doji gap up. Very nice chart pattern from here up. What else could we like about this chart pattern? Let's see here. We could like the double bottom. We could like the let's see here. There we go. We could like the low, the high, higher low. It made a higher high, and now this pullback is starting a higher low at this point. Looks to me like we've got some buyers in this level right here. Looks to me like we want to be a buyer on a breakout moving up like that. So what do we see here? Let's put our line up. I see the possibility of just to this swing high up here, 20%, up to this gap area, 40, 50%, maybe, depending. My eyes are a little crooked. And then we still have the 200-day moving average. So I think there's lots of trading room here. Just let's buy it smart. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Just pay attention to the chart and be patient. But so far, I think this is a great looking chart. And this is our featured stock pick today. All right, let's look at the market real quick. I would treat the market like a pond. I mentioned this yesterday. A pond that's frozen over and it has ice. You can certainly go skate on it, but you better be careful. You're always wondering, is that ice going to crack? Well, I think it's time to be careful. I think the market is getting a little bit stretched. The bulls, without question, are in control. I'm not questioning that. I'm just noticing a couple of things, and I want to go to a 30-minute chart right here. Can everybody see the candles there? Yeah. Let's take a look at this 30-minute chart. I'm concerned about this right here. I'm concerned that this is not exactly a tweezer top, but on a $140, almost $50 chart, we're 2 cents from being a tweezer top. I have to notice that. It's like, what's going on there? Not only that, we have follow through, and then we have more follow through toward the end of the day. Not only that, we've got the 2 exponential coming down through the T line. So I think we're starting to get a little top heavy up here. Now, does that mean that the market can't put in a little bullish candle? And then are we going to think that that's bullish if it has a little bit of follow through? Well, I'm not going to do that until it takes out this top right here. What I see happens a lot of times is this certainly happens. We move up, and then all of a sudden we put in some red sort of candle, maybe maybe another candle with a wick, something like that. Basically a failure of this area, and then it just starts this, whoops, it's not what I wanted. Then it starts this march to the downside. So basically what we have is this up move, down move, and then we move up and fail to make a new day high. And then we start moving down again. And then it teases us again. Let's get ready, let's rock and roll, but it fails to make a new high. And it just kind of bleeds us that way. So I certainly don't know that this is going to have follow through. I don't know. I just see what's in front of me. And I'm just watching this here. I was flipping through the charts late last night. I saw this on the 30-minute. Better be careful there. We can take a look at it. Here, we'll go back to that and just change it to the 60-minute. See what that looks like. There we go. You can see the 60-minute. We have a pretty nice evening star up here. Pretty nice evening star on the 60-minute. We don't have the breakdown of the moving averages yet. So, there's still certainly some hope here. There's certainly that possibility of that turnaround. The thing I would be concerned with, though, is if we see, say, a bullish candle, and a bullish candle comes up, and maybe it does it again. What we don't want to see is something like that. And then everything starts back down again. We need to make a higher high here. If we fail to make a higher high, this could point to a little bit of, right now, short-term trouble. I'm not going to get too bearish here. Short-term trouble. But as I mentioned yesterday, if you're in the wrong positions, if you are in those positions or any position at too high of a price, the market starts dropping, those positions start dropping a little bit, you could feel some pain. I'm just trying to, help you from feeling that pain. If we see this happening, it's not worth the pain. It's much easier to take a small loss than it is a big loss. So just want to caution that a little bit. Alrighty, once again, GEVO is the featured stock pick, and we have a 3-day weekend, so I'm going to be selling off quite a few positions just ahead of the weekend. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Glad to see you here, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll see if we can make some money on this silly market today.